Okay, moving on with the Kudasov worksheet. These are problems that are going to start getting really tough, and you'll see why in a minute. If I'm taking a look at the x's, first let me read it first. We've got negative 7x minus 8y is equal to 9. Negative 4x plus 9y is equal to 22. In this particular one, if I'm looking at the y's, 8 and 9 would have a least common multiple of 72. Okay, that's a pretty large number. That means I'd have to multiply the top equation by 9 and the bottom equation by 8. It's going to change things a lot. It's going to give us a chance to make a lot of errors. So let's see if we can get a smaller number. If I take a look at the x's, 7 and 4, the least common multiple is 28. Okay, so 28 is a little bit better, but that is going to require me multiplying one by a positive value and the other by a negative value. So this one I'm gonna go ahead and let's multiply this by negative 4. Okay, so my bottom equation, when I do this, I'm going to write this down here. Negative times a negative, that's positive 28x. Negative times a negative, that's positive 32y is equal to negative 36. Okay, now I'm going to need to get a negative 28 here in order to cancel, so I'll multiply this one by 7. 7 times negative 4x is negative 28x. 7 times 9y, that gives me 63y. And 7 times negative 22 is negative 154. Okay, so now we're set to eliminate. Anything plus its opposite is 0, so we've eliminated the x's. Now 32 and 63 give me 95y. And a negative plus a negative, this is going to give me 0, 195, negative 190. Negative 190. We can divide both sides by 95, and y is equal to negative 2. Okay, so I'm going to go back up to this equation right here. We're solving for x. All right, I can now replace the y with what we now know y to equal, negative 2. And we'll go ahead and simplify. 9 times negative 2, that's negative 18. So I've got negative 4x minus 18 is equal to negative 22. I'm simplified on the left, I'm simplified on the right, so let's go ahead and solve. We'll add 18 to both sides. This gives me negative 4x is equal to negative 4. Divide both sides by negative 4, and x is equal to positive 1. So we have the point 1, negative 2, where those two lines are going to cross. Okay, moving on to the next one, I've got 5x plus 4y is equal to negative 30. I've got 3x minus 9y is equal to negative 18. Okay, so I have the choice here. I have 5 and 3 that has a multiple of, least common multiple of 15. 4 and 9 have a least common multiple of 36. So I think I'm going to work with the x's here again. Now, they're both the same sign, so I have to multiply one by a positive and one by a negative. It doesn't matter which one. So I'm going to multiply the top one by a positive value. Okay, so 3 times 5 gives me 15x, and 3 times 4 gives me 12y, and equals negative 90. Now the bottom one, we're gonna have to change the sign because we need it to cancel out, so we need to get it to negative 15x. So we'll multiply the bottom one by negative 5. Negative 5 times 3x is negative 15x. Negative 5 times negative 9y, that's gonna be positive 45y. And negative times a negative is positive, and that's going to be positive 90, okay? Now, anything plus its opposite is 0, so the x's eliminate, okay? The y, it's going to give me 57y is equal to, hey, great, awesome. We get a 0 on that side. We'll divide both sides by 57. So y is equal to 0. This is going to make life really easy. Let's go up to the top equation. We've got 5x plus 4 times 0, which of course is just 0. So we have 5x equals negative 30. Divide both sides by 5, and x is negative 6. So X is -6, Y is 0, and that's going to be the solution for number 18.